video, I'm going to show you how to configure your Mame on the Kinkank drive. So I'm going to show you how to do the controls as well as change the overall look and include scan lines and a bit more. So the first thing is, obviously I've loaded the game and my arcade stick is plugged in. The arcade stick is plugged in before I've launched the game. It's always a key thing to do when it comes to emulators. Make sure your controller or your arcade stick is plugged in before you launch the game. So I'm going to press tab here on my keyboard, and the first thing is input this machine. What that means is the controls for just this game, because obviously back in the day arcade machines were vastly different, whereas nowadays your left click and your right click, one's going to aim down sight, one's going to shoot. Same with controllers, your L2 and your R2, they're exactly the same, but back in the day things were significantly different. So that's why you go to this menu. So I'm going to press up, or I'm going to press enter. I'm going to use my arrow keys to go up and down here, okay? And I'm going to press enter and just flick my arcade stick up. And that is all you need to do for every single button. Now again, for people, this is a 4-player cabinet. So if you're lucky enough to build your own home arcade cabinet and you want to play this, you can set up each controller. And that is one of the best things about Mame. So button number 1 here, button number 2, and it's any button I can pick on my arcade stick. Scroll down here, so player 1 start is this button, and input coin, which is obviously the most important one. Press enter. Well, coin and start, let's be honest. And I'm just going to go to previous menu and return to this machine. If I turn up the volume, that's me entering a coin. Hear that noise? So we're going to turn it down now, and we're going to press tab again. Another thing to do is video options. So again, I'm using my arrows, press enter and go to this first option, screen #0. In here, you've so many different options. They change the look of the cabinet. Again, this is, I'm assuming, supposed to be what cabinets look like in certain countries. This one's pretty neat. It got that kind of old faded, and the screen looks stained a bit. It's really cool. You can see like scratch marks and everything. It looks really well done. Like if you're in an old dusty arcade, this is what you'd see. It really does look great. But let's say I want this one, Derek Moore 2, because I like the TV look, but it looks too clear for me. It looks too clean. Before I show you how to fix that, notice down the bottom, you can turn the bezels on and off. That's what it looks like. As well as turn them back on, rotate the screen, etc. We're going to go back out here, and we're going to go to slider options. Now in here, this is key. You can stretch the image. However, sometimes it's buggy. I don't know if it's a Kinkank thing. Sometimes I've adjusted it and I cannot adjust it back. I've hit my mic there. But as in, let's say, I'm just going to use it as brightness as an example. I'm going to go left. There we go. Now go right. See, it won't go back. So I think it's an input problem where I'm going to try and look into that to find out what it is. I think personally that accidentally Kinkank or whoever's configured this Mame has put the left arrow and the right arrow as the same option to go right. You know what I mean? As in they've hit the button twice. So when I'm asking it to go right, it's going left, right. You know what I mean? So that's, I would suggest not changing anything in terms of that yet, because I don't know why that's not working. Prime example here, let's say sound 100%, 99%. Go back up, won't go back up for me. So before you do any of that, I'll try and find out what's causing this, and if I do, I'll make a video on it. But the one thing is really good is, let me just move one left here. Scan lines. This looks amazing. Now notice I can't go right again. So annoying. But anyway, let me just go back one and look at that. Look at the beautiful scan lines we have on this display. And honestly, I don't know if it comes out on the recording, but I can see little kind of like circle halo lights that used to be on the old tube TVs, and it looks absolutely amazing. And that is how I configure the Mame, the game, and get in the scan lines. Now, trackballs. Someone has asked me about trackball. I don't have one personally, but what you'd need to do, excuse me, what you'd need to do is press tab, go back out here, okay? We're going to go back out. We're going to scroll all the way down the bottom. Keep going, keep going. I need to return menu. Backspace used to work, but I don't know if it's working. Let me press it. Nope. So return to previous menu and input general. And you can say whichever control, so user interface, etc. So this is probably where I need to fix the left back problem. Let me check. There it is. Look. Left or right? No. UI left. And UI right. That could be the problem. Hang on there a second now. Mid video. I think he might have another few left rights. Keep going. And we're going to go back. Let me just test that here. Mid video fix. Video slider options. And I'm going to go back to here. And that's what it was. Yep. So that mid video is how you fix it. And I knew I was right. I knew mid video fix is not great. So I'm going to go back to that because that was pretty fast for people that didn't see it. Just to make sure. It's in input, user interface, and down here where it says UI left, he had it twice, so it said left right. Anyway, that's how you fix that. It might be different for everybody because I know so many people have had different setups. But we're going to go back here now just a second because someone wants to know about trackballs. So here we are, player 1 controls, and there's so many different buttons there. But if you scroll all the way down, keep going, you have your Mojang or whatever it is. I never played that. Keep going. You're going to find trackball here. Pedals for if you're playing if you've got a pedal for Time Crisis. And here it is. Trackball. So all the trackball information is here. So you got your X and Y axis, and obviously you just do this. So obviously your analog X, so you know you move it on the axis, the X axis, I couldn't even say it, and down the bottom, move it on, where is it? Track Y. There we go. And that's all you need to do. Just the X axis analog and the Y axis analog. And that is all you need to do, and your trackball should work. And as you can see down the bottom, you've light gun, etc. Anyway, this video is going on way too long. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I've solved all the Mame issues in terms of the look, the layout, the configuration, cheat menus. Wow, there's cheats even installed already. Huh. So anyway, like I always say, hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. And like I always say, have a lovely day.